afternoon, guys. Thank you for coming through here today. Just for the guys that have just come in, make sure your phones are all off for me or turned to silent for me. We are live across the country, so welcome to all of you watching us around the country today. And if your phone does ring, everybody's going to hear it, so we don't want that to happen. Folks, welcome to DuePoint. That's where you're sitting today. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We are a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. We were started about 1965, so we're nearly 70 years old. So you're not dealing with some kind of startup here today. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP number. Take some time to get comfortable with who you're dealing with here today. I also want you to be comfortable with the team that you're dealing with. The most important thing about the team is that we're all right here in Joburg, right here in South Africa. This is a South African homegrown company. This is me in the corner here, Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here. I'm a chartered accountant. Spent 20 years in the financial services industry just about. This is Tim. He's our banking expert. Comes out of the banking industry. Spent a decade and a half there working with the First Rand Group, RMB, FNB. We got Stacy. She's our auditing expert. Comes out of Deloitte. Worked both locally and internationally with them. Also helps to bring technical skills to the team. And then we got Jane. You've met Jane already outside. Jane is our international correspondent. She was born in the UK and raised in the UK, but has spent the last 10 years here in South Africa and is a specialist in direct selling, both overseas and here. Then we got Rob. Rob's our design guy. Ran his own digital design firm for years and years and years, focusing on the financial services industry in South Africa. So he too knows what he's doing when it comes to what we're doing here. And everything that you see and feel and touch was designed by Rob. And the most important thing, as I said to you, of all of this is that we're right here. You know where to find us anytime, anywhere. So what is it that we do at DuePoint? Well, there are two things that we do. The most important one, our primary objective, is we are hoping to put into the hands of South Africans the ability to create lifetime, recurring, reliable income. That's what we're wanting to do. We want to put a tool in the hands of South Africans today where they can start creating for themselves an income that they can control and an income that is there reliably every month. You know that what's happening in our economy at the moment is that there are less and less jobs available for the amount of people coming into the economy. The youth that are coming up and those that are already in it have got a smaller and smaller amount of jobs that they can get into. We have rising unemployment. But even those that are in the jobs are not secure with regard to the income that they earn. You guys all know we're in a shrinking economy at the moment. It shrunk last year. It shrunk again this year. So on Friday, they declared us in a recession. Don't know if you saw that. I could have told them this 18 months ago, but it took them 18 months to come to that same conclusion, which means there are less and less jobs, and those of you who are in jobs are likely to lose them. Not because you're bad at your job, no, but because the businesses are slowly closing down. People can't afford to be purchasing products like they were before, and so businesses cannot create income and are closing down. This means that even if you are employed, you are not in control of your income. You know this. Never mind the fact that there's someone else that chooses how much increase you're going to get and what bonus you're going to get. Right now, you don't know if your income will be here next month. You really don't know. The position we're in here in South Africa is one of tremendous uncertainty, and we want to change that. We want to put certainty back in your hands. Now, if we can put certainty back in your hands, our hope is that by being able to create income in your hands, we're able to start tackling some of the systemic issues that we have in South Africa. For instance, debt. Debt, you all got it. You're all experts at it. You're all over-indebted. We all are. That's us. We've got cars, houses, credit cards, Fushini accounts, Ackerman accounts, Studdiford accounts. Do you see that closing down in Sandton? 50% off everything. So if you've got I wonder if they give you 50% off your debt too. Hey, that would be great. If you've got a Studdiford's credit card, great, 50% off your debt. All right? Go there. Let's go and shop while we can still get debt. You know, this is the kind of culture that we're in. But if we have if we're able to create income in your hands, our hope is that we will be able to get rid of the need for debt with South Africans. We want to pull you out of that space and put you in a position where you can be buying things for cash rather than leveraging yourself for debt. That's what we're hoping to do as our person. The next thing we want to do as that primary objective is we want to start preparing you for the future. We need you to be in a position where one day when you retire, when you physically cannot work anymore due to age or infirmity, whatever it is, we want you to be in a position where you know every month reliably your income is coming in. Right now, the statistics say that if you're going to retire and want to continue to earn what you're earning right now, you need to have 10 times your annual salary saved. 10 times. 10 years of your salary needs to be saved on the day you retire if you want to continue earning what you earn now into your retirement. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. I know if I ask any of you if you've got 10 minutes of your salary saved, I think you'd say no. Okay? 10 years of your salary saved, there's no chance of it. We know this. And so if we can create an income that's there even when you are retired, well, then you don't need to have this massive cash balance in your bank account when you retire. And it means that you don't have to become a burden on your children in your retirement, because you yourself have put yourself in this position of security with this tool that we've created. That's our primary objective here at DuePoint. Our secondary objective at DuePoint is we are modernizing DuePoint, bringing it into the 21st century. We're allowing our customers to have direct relationships with us as an insurance company. We give you a direct portal into the heart of Constantia as one of our product holders. Now, by putting those two objectives together, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. That's why you're here this morning. The DuePoint system is very simple. What it does is it allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. A wealth engineer has one task. That task is to connect us to everybody that you know. That's it. We simply want you to connect us to the South African economy. By doing so, you penetrate the market for us, and you create for us channels of distribution. Into these channels, we're able to come and facilitate the purchase of our products. And when we do that, we create revenue for ourselves. And when we create revenue for ourselves, we create for you that recurring extra income. Now, you'll find here at DuePoint, we never ask you to quit your jobs. No, it's too important a thing these days to have a job in South Africa. Keep your job. What we want to do is we want to bridge that gap between what you need to survive, which you're not earning enough to do right now, nobody is, and what you need to pay off your expenditure, pay off your debt, and hopefully in time start bridging the gap to your aspirations. Those things you gave up on years ago, we want to bring back to life again here at DuePoint. How do we build it on a recurring basis? Well, you don't peddle any goods here. You are not selling stuff at DuePoint. When you have to sell things every month, you have to run back to the people who bought last month and get them to buy again, which means your revenue's up and then it's down. But your expenditure is always up because you have to buy the stuff before you can sell it. We don't work like that at DuePoint at all. We work with financial services and lifestyle products that are with you for life and run on a debit order system. Every month, the debit orders are raised via a computer system. You don't have to get involved at all. And every month that those debit orders are raised, your income is there, reliably and recurring. That's the first aspect of our system. The second aspect is our ability, or your ability in the system, to be greater than yourself. Right now, as an employee, you work your 8 hours of the day. That's all you've got, and you've got your 2 hands to do as much as you can in those 8 hours. If you are someone who works as a shift worker or a professional like a dentist or anything like that, you know the moment you put your tools down, your income stops. That's it. It's the end until you pick your tools up again and start working. With our system, we allow you to leverage the time and skills of others to build your channels and your income, which means you can literally be building your income as you sleep at night. We have examples of this every day here at DuePoint. 24/7 people are becoming wealth engineers and product owners here at DuePoint. 24/7. 2 o'clock in the morning, we have people becoming product owners at DuePoint. And this is the position that we put you in the DuePoint system. Folks, you are not employees of ours. This is not an employment agency. You are not recruiting. So don't start Facebook pages called DuePoint Recruitment. We are not recruiting, not at all. You are given the single task of connecting people to us. You are not staff members. You choose what hours you're going to work, what time you are going to put into this tool that we place in your hands. That's what you choose. You are completely independent in the DuePoint system. There is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer, folks. Other than purchasing one of DuePoint's products, which are incredibly competitively priced, as I'm going to show you in a moment, you pay no startup fee, no monthly business fee, no application form fee, no starter kit fee. There are no fees for being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. And so today, if you choose to become a wealth engineer, no money will part from your hands. None at all. It is a risk-free decision to become a wealth engineer. In addition, it requires no specific qualification or experience. You are not brokers of ours. You are not representatives of ours. You are not financial advisors of ours. You are none of these things. And therefore, every South African can become a wealth engineer at DuePoint. You are, however, building something of tangible value. Because it is a recurring income that is created in your channel can become and can be valued. And if it can be valued, it can be sold. You can sell it to others. We have it happening at DuePoint all the time. People take their channels and sell it to others. You can transfer it to someone else. When you pass away, it will be handed over to your children, and they will continue to earn the income that you created in the channel, in your channel during your lifetime. This is a real thing that you are creating here at DuePoint. Folks, you do not form any part of the sales transaction whatsoever at DuePoint. Your task is simple. Just connect people to us. So people say to me, but Brendan, what do I tell people about DuePoint if I can't sell them your products? Well, your conversation with individuals is about the opportunity we've created here to create for yourself reliable, recurring, lifetime income. You'll see there's no discussion in there about products whatsoever. From your perspective as a wealth engineer, the products are incidental to what is happening here. The primary objective of you, the wealth engineer, creating income that you can rely on and recurs every month. That's your conversation with individuals. You never form any part of the sales transaction. That's our task and the task of our portal, our online portal. That's where that happens. It doesn't happen with you. So you can relax in that. Many people say, I'm not a salesperson. Fantastic news. At DuePoint, you don't have to be a salesperson. I've got to be the salesperson. You can just simply connect people to us. How do you connect people to us? 4 ways. 4 ways of doing it. The first way, get one of our USB sticks. It's got our presentations on it. Anywhere, anytime. A smart TV, computer, laptop, you can be showing people the presentation. Second way, put them in this room. If you're in Gauteng and can get here, you simply bring them here. We present Monday to Saturday. Evenings, lunchtimes, mornings. Put people in the room, we present to them. You don't even have to do the presentations. The third way, our YouTube channel is open 365, 24/7. Any time of the day, you can tune into our YouTube channel and find all of our presentations. There are hundreds of them. Pick your favorite ones and show them to anybody, anytime. We often say that DuePoint's like McDonald's. You always know what you're going to get. Doesn't matter what video you click on our YouTube channel, you get the same quality. This is not the same as sometimes when your friend wants to do a presentation on something. You never know what he's going to say or do and how good he's going to be. Here, you know every time what the quality is going to be like. So you have that peace of mind as a wealth engineer. Then the fourth way is we live stream every one of our presentations, Monday to Saturday, across the country. Which means when you're at the office, you're at home, wherever you are, you can simply tune into us on any screen that's got an internet connection, bring your friends around you, and you can be watching us live wherever you are. So you've got these 4 ways of connecting people to us. You never have to do any of the work in the DuePoint system. All right, folks, so how do you build a channel with us here at DuePoint? Very simple. You go out and you tell people about the opportunity to create reliable, recurring income. That's your conversation with them. They watch the presentation, and some of them will catch the vision of what we're trying to do here. Not all of them, but some of them will. And those that do, you will add as wealth engineers to DuePoint, and we will allocate them to you, and your channel will be born. These people will go out and do exactly the same thing. And as they do, some people will become wealth engineers, and we will allocate them to you. And this process will repeat itself. Soon you'll have tens, hundreds, maybe thousands of individuals all over the country talking about DuePoint and adding wealth engineers to your channel, possibly even while you sleep. We then come along as DuePoint, not you, and we facilitate the purchase of our products in this channel you have now created for us, and your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, folks, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. It's not a scheme of any type. It's not a shape. It's not anything. This is a genuine income-earning opportunity that is being done and being run by a listed and registered insurance company whose phone is ringing out across the country right now. Remember, I asked you, put them on silent for me, please. Okay, now, guys, like anything that's genuine in life, it's going to take a lot of time and effort and thought and persistence in order for you to change your life with it. Like your careers, like starting your own business, you know that it doesn't overnight take you to the top. You didn't go from the mailroom to CEO in 1 month. But if you go and look on the internet, you'll find promises of businesses and income that'll get you there in 3 months. 100,000 Rand a month after 3 months. Folks, you will never hear that promise here at DuePoint. because that's not true. This is time and hard work. That's how you'll change your life with the DuePoint system. It's easy to make a little bit of money. You'll see. Easy, quickly. You make a little bit of money. But if you want to change your life with the system, you're going to have to commit to it like you've had to commit to your career. So no, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. How do you earn? There's two ways that you earn with the DuePoint system. The first is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every time somebody in your channel makes a product payment. Every time. So, multiplied by a factor of where that payment is made in your channel. So, for instance, you run out, you chat to a few folk, there they are, they become wealth engineers, some of them, and they make their product payments. When they do, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. These are people on your first point. You directly introduce them to our business. You get R55 every month for every product payment that is successfully raised via debit order. R55. This is real money in the 21st century. These people go out, they chat to a few more people. Again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, that's R55. R55 for every product every month that they pay. You've only been here 5 minutes and you're earning just under R1,000 a month. Just under R1,000 a month. You've been here 5 minutes. Now, of course, you want to make the R1,000 into more. Well, now comes the effort and the time and the persistence. You have to continue to build your channel now over time. But as you do, every successful payment earns you R27.50 multiplied by a diminishing percentage. However, there is no limit to how big a channel you can build with the DuePoint system. From the 8th point on, as long as you qualify to earn, you will always receive 4% of R27.50. So if you build a 20-point channel and someone pays on the 20th point and you qualify to earn, you'll get 4% of R27.50. You hand it over to your children. Maybe they build 100 points in the channel over their lifetime. And someone pays on the 96th point. If you qualify to earn or they qualify to earn, they'll get 4% of R27.50. Your potential here at DuePoint is never limited. It's a decision you will make every day how big a channel you want to make with DuePoint. Now, that's dots on a screen. What does it translate practically into how much you can earn in our returns program? That's a difficult one to answer. I need to know how fast you're going to grow. And you're all going to grow at different rates. Some a lot, some a little, some none at all. Okay? But we got 2 decades of information, about 20 years of information. We ran a whole lot of maths on it. We came up with what we believe is a conservative growth rate. And I really believe it's quite conservative. We call it the 3+2 growth formula. It says in your first month with us, just put 3 people on your first point. 3 people in an entire month. This is hardly onerous work. 3 people in a month. If you can do that and then put 2 people on your first point every month thereafter, 1 every 2 weeks on average, and you can do that persistently over time, work with your guys to do the same thing, and we apply our maths, cancellations, lapses, people not doing 3+2 to the formula, then we believe if you can do that for 6 months, you can reasonably and conservatively expect to be earning about R2,500 a month. R2,500 a month. For some, it's life-changing. For others, it's nothing. But it is an additional R30,000 a year that's now flowing into your household. You've done it in 6 months. It's recurring. It's reliable. And it should be there for most of your life as people continue to pay for our lifetime products. Now, if you can push through for another 6 months, 1 year, 1 year, that's June next year, we reckon you can quite reasonably expect to be earning about R9,000 to R10,000 a month. That's R120,000 a year. R120,000 more income coming into your household every year after a year of persistent hard work with the DuePoint system. Now, it really doesn't matter how much you earn. You feel R10,000 extra a month. Think of the list of problems you have. How many go away with an extra R10,000 a month? Remember, you still got your job. You don't quit your job to do DuePoint. How many more problems can you solve? That's 1 year. If you can do 2 years with us, and you have to be persistent, +2, +2, +2, working with your teams. You've got to do that. If you can do that for 2 years, we reckon you'll be earning about R27,000 to R30,000 a month. R360,000 a year. Very few of you are going to get a R30,000 raise in the next 2 years. But with the DuePoint system, you have the tool. You can engineer your R30,000 raise in the next 2 years if you put your minds to it. If you can push through to 3 years, we reckon you'll be about R45,000 to R50,000 a month. That's R600,000 a year. If you can do 4 years with us, we reckon you'll be on about 60 to 65,000 rand a month, 720,000 a year. And if you can do 5 years, half a decade with us, not 5 minutes, not 5 weeks, not 5 months, which is where most people want to fall out. This is taking too long. It's too much like hard work. It is hard work. No, right now, it is hard work. It takes time, sacrifice. But if you can do that for 5 years, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be earning about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's $1 million a year. You are now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country, and you've done it in half a decade. Half a decade. Now, I get mixed reactions to this. The one I get the most often is it takes too long. I want the 100,000 sooner. On Facebook, they said 3 months. Okay, no. You'll have to go back to Facebook and do whatever they're talking about. Okay, this is sustainable, lifetime, recurring income. In order for us to create that sustainability, it will take time and effort for you to get there. But when you get there, 5 years from now, everything is different for the rest of your life. Now, the question you need to ask yourself is, how many years have you spent in your employment? How many years? 5, 10, 20, 30 years? Has it got you anywhere remotely close to these numbers? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. 99% of us in South Africa are in dead-end jobs. We're in dead-end jobs, you know it. We're in dead-end jobs. But here you've got a tool, an opportunity to change that future. That's what we've created in the DuePoint system. Now, let's look at this in real life. There are people doing this now in DuePoint, hundreds of them doing it in DuePoint. Here's just a selection of a few from this month. We change them every month. We take random selection. Sometimes it's high earners, sometimes low, sometimes medium. We want you to see real people building in the DuePoint system. Here's Mark and Vilna. Mark and Vilna have been with us for about a year. They have created a channel that's paying them about $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month. I said 9,000 to 10,000 after a year. $8,000's pretty close. It's pretty close. They're doing it part-time. It's not their full-time thing. And they've now got an extra 8,000 rand a month. Okay, now, maybe the best you're ever going to get to that, 5,000 rand a month. Maybe that's the best you ever get. You don't have any personality skills, you've got no friends, you're useless at talking to people. Maybe the best you can ever do is 5,000 rand. You spend the next 20 years here, and that's the best you get. What does an extra 5,000 rand a month do for you right now? What does 60,000 rand a year change in your life? At DuePoint, we're not here for the 100,000 rand a month. We're not here. Sure, you can get there, but our objective is to put that extra $5,000 a month in the hands of every South African. How does that change our economy? Never mind your economy. How does it change South Africa's economy if everybody else is earning another 5,000 rand a month? That's what we're trying to do here. That can be you. Then we got Lydia. Lydia joined us 6 months ago. 6 months. I said it would take a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000 rand. Lydia, after 6 months, is earning 11,000 rand extra a month. 120,000, 130,000 rand a year. How does that change things in your economy? Lydia has changed it already. She's full-time job. She does this in the evenings. In the evenings. 6 months. Go talk to her. You'll find her in the ranks of DuePoint every now and then. She's here. Ask her how she's done it. Watch her video on our YouTube channel. Then we've got Roloff. Roloff's been with us for 14 months. 14 months, he's earning 300,000 rand a year. I said it would take 2 years to get to 27 to 30,000 rand with my maths. Do you remember that? And here we are on 300,000 rand a year. How does that change things for you? How does that change things for you? With the DuePoint system, the decision is yours. You will decide what you make of this tool we put in your hands. Go to our YouTube site, folks, and you will find testimony videos of plenty of people using the DuePoint system. Some earning a little bit, some earning a medium amount, some earning 80,000 rand a month. We've got people earning the 80,000 rand a month. We've got them. Go and watch their videos and see how they've done it here at DuePoint. All right. That's the first way you earn with DuePoint. The second way is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program, folks, is our training program. This is how we train you from beginner to expert wealth engineer. So if you're afraid that you don't know how to do this, no problem. We'll teach you. Step by step through the system, we teach you how to grow channels at DuePoint. And as you do, and as you complete the steps, we give you XP points, experience points. They're a measure of your experience with us here. They're not worth a single cent. Don't believe a word Facebook says. 1 experience point does not equal 1 rand. It is It is simply a measure of your experience. And we got all sorts of activities for you to get that experience, one of which is simply attending. And so for our wealth engineers, I want you to know Saturday mornings are now double XP for attending, for watching live, 0 XP for attending. Why? Because like 5,000 people arrive here on a Saturday morning. We can't put you all in the room, but we can live stream to the whole country. So we want you guys out there, put people in your lounges, put people in venues, watch us live on Saturday mornings. Far more comfortable than the 300 odd people we try and jam in here on a Saturday morning, and you'll get double XP for watching us live on Saturday morning. So know that. Now folks, as you complete the steps, you gain XP. Naturally, your channels start growing. Naturally, if our training is correct, that's what will happen. And as you reach the experience criteria and channel size criteria in our program, you start getting rewarded. We reward you in the beginning with a little bit of cash. This is in addition to the returns I was just talking about. This is extra. You can get this cash almost straight away if you want. It's all up to you how fast you want to work towards this. But then as you get a little bit more experienced and as your channel gets a little bit bigger, well, so does the cash that we reward you with. Then we start to reward you with tools. Tools we know from our experience accelerate the growth of your channels. At rank 5, we give you an imported lightning memory stick. It's from the United States of America, plugs into every single electronic device, and comes jam-packed with our presentations, downloads, testimonies, everything you need for talking to someone about the DuePoint opportunity, whether you've got an internet connection or not. At rank 7 in our training program, we give you your own set of business cards. They're imported. The set we give you is worth 12,500 Rand. It's gold gilded and customized to you. When you give somebody a business card out of a 12,500 Rand set, you know they're going to want to know what you do for DuePoint. Have a quick look in our cabinet outside. You'll see what they look like. They're in the cabinet. And these can be yours in our training program. Then at rank 9, where you maintain your channel size as required by rank 9, every year for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away on a 7-day holiday, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. Every year for the rest of your life. Now, you shouldn't be getting too excited about this because you're all rank 0. You're not rank 9. You've got to get to rank 9 first, and that's quite a journey. But when you get there, you are rewarded with a lifetime holiday as long as you maintain your channel size. Everything changes for you in the DuePoint system. Folks, we're going in December. All rank 9s will come with us. That means that all of you can come with us too if you choose to get to rank 9. If you put your heads down and shoulders to the wheel and press to the end of the year, you can join us in December when we go. Here's actual footage of where we're going in December.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand on at the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
All right. Now, the most powerful part of the XP Rewards program is that everything is earned, nothing is won. It's the same set of criteria for everybody, and everybody that completes the criteria moves up through the system. And those that hit rank 9, all of them will attend with us every year. And it's June. We've got time. We've got plenty time still for you to join us. No matter whether you're here or whether you're watching us around the country, every one of you simply has to make the decision to go rank 9 this year. You just have to make that decision and then make it every morning, and you can do this. At rank 11, we give you another very powerful tool. It is your own car. It is not branded, it's not rented to you, it's not given to you for a month and taken away or a year and taken away. It is your car, and it is our hope and intention that you use it to build your freedom with DuePoint. Every month, folks, we run Wealth Quest. They run from the first day to the last day of every month. These are the ones you can get excited about, even as rank zeros. It can be achieved by anyone in any month. Has to happen between the 1st and the 31st. I always want to tear my hair out at the end of every month where people go, no, I paid just one day after or 2 days after. I'm like, sorry, that's the next Wealth Quest. You've got to have it all happen, all payments in between the 1st and the 31st, and you can qualify for these Wealth Quests. The Wealth Quests are designed to build sustainable, solid foundations in your channels and reward you with tools that you will use to accelerate the growth of your channels. Every month, the tools are different. Some months it's an iPad, other months it's an iPhone, smart TVs, cash, data, Wi-Fi routers, etc., etc. Now, this is an important thing for you to know. DuePoint is a debit order system company. Okay, so this is a new practice in South Africa. I don't know if you've been reading the papers. The bank ombudsman has been talking about how people use debit orders to like cash flow manage their accounts. So they'll pay this one this month, they'll pay that one next month. It's never the same every month. It's like knit one, skip one, knit one, skip one. You know, that's what happens here. If you knit one, skip one, you will not qualify for this challenge. Okay, we get people saying, oh, Brendan, you didn't want to give me my TV. No, I would love to give everybody the tools to grow this business. The more people with the tools, the faster DuePoint grows. We do not take away things from those that qualify. So if you're going to qualify for these quests, make sure your debit orders are in and paid in each month, if that's what you want. Go for it. This month, we're giving away 60 gigs of data on Always On's public Wi-Fi system around the country. 6 months of data, 10 gigs a month. I mean, that's like an eat all you want buffet of data that we're giving away. And everybody that completes the criteria of this one, you're in the Army now, which means you've got to rank up in our XP Rewards program. If you rank 0 to 2, you've got to rank up twice. If you rank 3 and above, you're just going to rank up once. And if you do that, you've got 6 months of data on Always On's public Wi-Fi system around the country. That's crazy. I know how valuable data is in this country. There it is. We're giving it to you this month. Don't come to me on the 2nd of July and go, you didn't raise the debit orders. We always raise the debit orders, okay? No, you raised the debit order. There was money in my account, but the bank rejected it. Okay, well, there couldn't have been money in your account if the bank rejected it, okay? I don't control that, all right? Remember, debit order system, qualify for these criteria. Everybody who does will be getting this data. Okay, it's out there for you. Get excited. So people say to me, Brendan, where do you get the money to do this, to build this business, to pay for it? That's always like where they think the catch is going to come in. No, guys, it's very simple. I spent 2 decades in the traditional space, financial services space in South Africa. And what do we do there? We direct market to you. We run TV adverts, billboards, radio adverts, SMS campaigns, taxi campaigns, you name it. Anywhere where we can stick an advert, we stick an advert. I mean, it costs hundreds of millions a month to do that. How do we pay for it there? It's very simple. We just reverse engineer that cost into your product payments. Every month that you pay your funeral cover, your car cover, your banking fees, 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing. That's all it is. You are generating revenue for next month's marketing. Now, we've done exactly the same thing at DuePoint, except we don't advertise. You will never see us advertising. Nowhere on TV, no billboard, nowhere will you see us advertise because we use you to penetrate the market for us. And as a result, the billions that are spent on marketing in this industry, a piece of that is now available to you and your channel. That's simply how we do it. You want to talk about the more complicated maths, come and chat to me afterwards. Folks, there's 3 products that we put into these channels that you create for us. Remember, you do not play any part in this process. This is what we do. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 299 Rand a month, and for 299 Rand a month, we put 100 Rand into a tax-free investment account of your very own. That 100 Rand is immediately available to you, as this is a no notice, no restriction period investment account of yours, which means that this is actually only 199 Rand a month, because the 100 Rand is immediately available to you. For the 199 Rand, you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover, and you get to be a wealth engineer here at DuePoint for no additional cost. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. Our Wealth Guard product is 274 Rand a month, and it gives you 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1.1 for 274 Rand a month. No waiting periods, no deferred benefit periods, no medical examinations or declarations, no maximum age limits. How can we innovate like this? How can we be this competitive? Because you are dealing with the source. You are not dealing with the third party here. We are the insurance company that you are dealing with here. Then our third product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Wealth Points Buyers Club for 274 Rand a month gives you access to the corporate leverage we have. We go out to all sorts of suppliers, Checkers, Hershey's, Take a Lot, Eagle, Ford, you name it. We go out to them, always on even. And we go to them and we say, we're a corporate. What discounts, prices, account managers, vouchers, packages can you give us? They give us stuff that you would not get as an individual. For 274, you get access to that here at DuePoint. You get access to that. And you can make your monthly spend that much more efficient by using our Buyers Club. All right, folks. Oh, I'm skipping stuff here. Sorry, I thought I'd clicked when I hadn't clicked. There's our Wealth Points Buyers Club. As a product owner, you're a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, at no additional cost, you get access to the executive and management team here, Monday to Saturday. You can book us to sit with you, train you, strategize with you and your team, motivate, goal set. We will do everything with you at no cost. You can book us. You get all of these facilities, presentation rooms, boardrooms, breakaway rooms, free Wi-Fi, tea and coffee, Monday to Saturday, available to you at no cost for you to build your channels with. You get all of our state-of-the-art technology any time of the day. You can be using it. We live stream across the nation every presentation, and so you have nationwide footprint. You can build your channel in any province in South Africa because of the tools we make available to you here as a wealth engineer. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint from top to bottom. We have told you everything there is to know about it. Today is not a decision about DuePoint. It is a decision about whether you are going to change what you have been doing up until this point in time to start creating a different future for yourself. You have to start thinking differently about how you generate income. Look at what's happening in the economy and know that change is inevitable. And we want you to be part of what we're doing here. Now, to become a wealth engineer is very simple. You're going to hook up into our free Wi-Fi on your iPhone or your tablet, go to our website, DuePoint.net, click apply. 5 minutes later, without having spent a cent, you'll be a wealth engineer. We'll send you a W number to your phone, and your channel is born. It can be worthless, you can do nothing with it, or it can be magnificent and change everything. That's a decision you'll make. Once you've done that, sit with the person who brought you here today and tell them what your goal is. The goal is not 100,000 Rand. That's a need, that's a want, not a need. We need to start covering needs first. Is it 5 grand a month? Is it 10 grand a month? Is it 20 grand a month? Talk to your lead wealth engineer, the person who brought you, and tell them what your goal is, and then work a plan out with the DuePoint system. Once you've done that, we will see you succeed here with us. Folks, we've got all the tools necessary to assist you. Go outside, take a look at them, get them before you leave so that you can get out of here on the right foot and start growing. We've got our presentations on the USB sticks. Remember, that was one of the 4 ways you can present the DuePoint opportunity to people. Get the USB stick. It's got our presentations on it. You can start straight away. Make sure you get our business cards. This is not a 12,500 Rand set like the set you get at Rank 7. This is a far more affordable set. Get it, use it. It's very powerful. We've got all sorts of tools that you can be using in your pursuit of building a channel and an income with DuePoint. Make sure that you do it. Guys, make sure that you book. We're on our event system. If you're arriving as a wealth engineer, you don't have to put guests in. Just get your name in because we need to supply lists to the gate, and there is a chance that you will get turned away and your guests if you're not booked in. Use your app, click on live, click on events, and book in to the events, or go to our website, events, and book in. Make sure your name is always on the list for whatever presentation you are attending. And then, guys, if you become a wealth engineer today, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Super important. It is the most powerful tool that we have. You want to know the moment we go live. You want to know the moment we upload videos to it. You will know that only if you subscribe to that channel. So please go and do that. And then, guys, download our free app. It is free. You can hook up to our Wi-Fi, get it on your phones and your tablets now, and it connects you straight into your channel in real time. In real time, you can know what's going on in your channel. It's got our training on it, all your tools, personal documentation and details on it. Everything you need is in that app. Make sure you get it before you leave today. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see how serious we are about what we're doing here. This is not one of those other things you've heard about. This is a very serious income earning opportunity that we have created here as DuePoint, the insurance company. Guys, we need you to get involved with us. We want to start changing what is going on in our country, and we want to start changing what's going on in your lives. We want you with us. If you've got questions or concerns, ask us. We've had to think through all of them in the creation of the DuePoint system. Come and ask us the questions. Be clear, but do not leave here today without this tool. We want it in your hands. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you guys outside, and thanks for all of you who've watched us live today.